Lights, camera, action.
Guys, it's the Garage Talk Podcast. Tune in, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell that's up there right to the right so you can tune in and be aware of anytime we post anything. Blow the comments up. We're bringing it to you live, raw.
Alright.
What do you have to say, B? Mr. Viacom. Mr. Viacom.
I think Kanye is a fucking genius. Everybody say he crazy. Y'all niggas crazy. What makes him not crazy? What? See the haircut that nigga like? No, just honestly. And they asked that nigga, what is that called? And he said, off the rip, it should be called a Britney. You remember Britney cut? I just started that photo and I was like, that nigga hard, bro. That nigga hard than a bitch, bro.
I think that was just like
bro.
That's like a rebellion from
nah, I'm just fucking Kanye.
It's a rebellion from like society. Like
That is crazy.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Kanye crazy.
However I get my hair
nah,
cut.
I think that crazy. I think that nigga genius low key, bro. It
I
just
think
sounds
he
crazy to
walk
us
around.
because we don't know what the fuck that nigga
I
is.
seen a meme of that. Steve wanna cut his Oh yeah, that shit be crazy. That shit cracked me up. I can't even lie. That shit was hilarious.
I almost looked back to it my dreams.
I mean, personally, I like
It's
it.
not inspiring to you, so relax.
I like it. I like a deep thinker. I like a person who's able to express their mind how it's coming out. You know what I mean? I think it's a great way to understand like certain human beings and how they operate. You know what I mean? I think it's cool to see that. Like to see him just come out with different perspectives at any given moment. You know what I mean?
You know all the people that nigga be talking to? Like, he be hanging out with it, going to meet.
I ain't over 40.
Well, those are his peers. Like that's what
You probably think those niggas crazy too.
I think that they do things that we can't do.
Understand.
Well, we can't do,
Oh,
but we
no,
don't have
no.
the resources to do. Like Elon Musk, I think he lives in like a shack because he's trying to colonize, I think, Mars. Don't quote me on that, but he wants to know how you can have life on Mars. So he's like has stripped his life down to the bare minimum and is living with the bare minimum to see how, I guess, what the effects of that would be. So and I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy. I think he's just trying to see like what life could be like if you colonize there. He has a full plan to do that. I don't think that's crazy. I don't necessarily. I think I said this earlier. I think that calling Kanye crazy or referring to him as crazy is probably translation for what you said. Like I just don't understand this, as opposed to just saying I don't really understand what he's talking about. But I do think there is a line, a fine line. I said this earlier that you walk between genius and crazy. And if you take a few steps to the wrong side, then you can fall over into crazy. I believe.
Ain't that shit like subjective? Like
Crazy.
You're crazy is something different than the other nigga crazy. Like
Correct. Because I'm not conditioned to
Because
like.
people look at these celebrities and shit they do and all this shit. Oh, that shit crazy. I can't believe they do this crazy. You're not in that world.
Correct.
So yeah, the shit did. That shit look crazy to you because you don't understand it. We not living that life. We do some shit down here like, no, we know a nigga doing some crazy shit, bro. But like up there, it look crazy to us because that shit foreign. So that's a different perspective on crazy from everybody. Because some shit you might see like, that shit ain't crazy to me. Like, nah, that shit crazy. Like the shit you sent me with the little kid about the homework.
Yeah.
That shit, like actually when he broke the shit down, I'm like, little nigga got a point, bro. Like that's some real
I
shit.
thought it
Like,
was funny.
like yeah, it was funny, but yes, it was funny, but like that shit didn't sound crazy to me.
Yeah.
But to other people and other motherfuckers, other people that shit sound fucking crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
I mean, I think it's
That shit
interesting
different.
how we as human beings normalize certain things. Like, if you talk about the mob, or you talk about Crips and Bloods and things of that nature, these are psychopaths killing people. Yet some people don't label them as crazy.
nah.
You know what I mean? And I think they are harmful to themselves because they can get killed, and then they're also harmful to the general society because they can kill at any moment. You know what I mean? And I think that's crazy.
I fuck with that.
Kanye West,
Oh, go ahead.
Kanye West just rambling out things that's on his mind. I can't say that's really just super crazy. I don't see the craziness.
I say with the gang shit, I just say humans are fucking crazy, bro. It ain't just fucking gangs killing people, it's all type of people.
Yeah.
Random, bro, and doing crazy shit out here. That's crazy.
I don't even know
what I'm saying?
crazy,
Might not be crazy, the person that's doing it. I don't think this is crazy, bro. I need to get my life. I don't think this is crazy. I can't have a job. I can't feed my kid. This shit ain't crazy to me. Like, no, it's just fucking people and how they portray shit, how they brought up, how what they going through it. So you never know.
I think if you are in the lifestyle that he might have mentioned, like a mob lifestyle or a gang lifestyle, I believe that how you feel has no bearing on anything. It's what you produce and what you do. Right? And sometimes I think as parents, I'm going to tie that to parenting, like, I try to be mindful of that because I think I mess up sometimes because I'm more interested in setting you up to be productive.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that means I have to ignore how you feel because I need you to get this shit right. I need you to get it. I need you to do it. Like, for instance, with my boy playing football, I get upset because I'm like, you're too slow or you're not. And like, so I'm pushing. And he like, Auntie, I don't want to do it. I don't feel good about it. Now, I hear you saying that to me, but I'm like, I don't care about that because I want you to be good at this. So I think that's where I think I messed up with that.
I think that's where that parenting should get hard and be a lot of parents and like just trying to do this shit one way because it's a lot of parents that do that and da this and they still end up going their one way. No matter they might all that shit you taught them to be productive in, it could be in a bad way or good way. It's which decision you gonna take. You're gonna hear a lot of this over here, but you're gonna have to go in the world eventually and come across certain shit and make that decision. Yes, I got all this advice here and there, but I'm gonna have some time where you're not there, and I'm not gonna hear your voice.
I'm saying I don't wanna have a situation where I am ignoring your emotion. So I'm teaching you to ignore your emotion because I think that's how you lead to a psychopath. That's what I'm saying. I think that's one way that you can wind up as a sociopath because you don't care about feelings, you don't care about yours or other people.
That's real. I'm just saying, but that shit.
But I try not to train that up. I do it, unfortunately. But I'm just being mindful.
You can be that way as well. Like I'm saying, I'm like that. I'm like that too. But like I always think, like it's gonna be some time where he out here, bro, and something might happen. I hope what I told you, bro, and this and that, you make the right decision because you're gonna eventually make a decision when I'm not there, and it could be a bad decision. It could take you somewhere totally different. Like you never know, like, and that ain't me being a bad parent.
Yeah. You know but I think we're talking about two different things.
Gotcha.
We're talking about two different things. We just talking about you just talking about I'm pouring in what I think I should be pouring in, and when it's time for you to demonstrate, hopefully you demonstrate the best.
No doubt.
What I'm saying is I don't want to ignore your emotion and teach you how to ignore emotion, and then you become like a callous person. You know what I'm saying? That don't worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like and we can train that up in kids by ignoring how they feel and just making them do something.
And I mean and that's the point I'm making is just like it's certain people that are doing certain things that I'd be like, bro, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And then I can be like Kanye West just rambling in the media. And the media taking what he say and editing it. When he was on Drink Champs, I edited, so it was heavily edited. You know what I mean? So I look at that when I watch content as well. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. I don't know. I just take it from like face value, and I kind of appreciate it. I appreciate a person being able to be that vulnerable, to be able to speak and give himself to the world. You know what I mean? I like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's cool. I wish more people would do that. Honestly.
How many times do you like your kids do something like, boy, this boy out here acting crazy?
A lot.
Do you like?
I have to say, you must be crazy. You got to be crazy.
Do you think that's like what you think they'll do for like? No, are you crazy? Do you ever think they think back like, are you crazy? Like,
no, Kamari, my boy will ask me, like, what's crazy about it? Like,
so that's what I'm saying.
And I be wondering at that time.
Do you ever say that? Because I know I say I'm like, they'll do crazy.
I said in a joking way, like
I don't think it messed with him now because I think for you specifically and your kids or me specifically and mine or him and his, like your kid knows you. I think
gotcha.
Like they've been around you enough to know. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not saying you are a crazy individual. It's just like I think that they take it to me.
When they're in trouble? Cause you get what we do when they, but like when they're in trouble, you say, bro, you crazy? Did you just say that? Oh, you crazy? And they might like, really? Nah, I thought that made sense. Like, are you crazy?
They know you. They understand.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
And but then do they have the freedom to ask you that? Or not to ask you, but to respond. If you say
no, if it's, I tell them all the time, bro. Like we'll have a conversation, but once you start like getting a little tone, cause we can talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't catch the tone. I'm gonna shut that shit down.
Because that's where it's disrespectful.
But I want you to just tell me, okay. I was like, man, do you hear how that sound, bro? That shit sound crazy to me. No, I tell them that shit sound crazy to me, like, cause this, that, and the third, like. Does that make sense in your brain, bro? I try to explain it to her that it gets stumped sometimes.
Maybe
like,
you gotta use a different word because what you said earlier is that crazy is subjective. So of course it can sound crazy to you and not sound crazy to them by your own.
That's why I asked him though, you know what I'm saying?
So maybe not that word though. Does that sound like does that sound reasonable? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like yeah. Well, at their age, you can't say it, like logically. Does that does that make sense? But
in my mind, that's crazy to me. But I mean, it might make sense in your mind. Can you explain to me what's going on?
We have moments like that amongst ourselves. Sometimes when he says something, I be like, I know my face be like, this is crazy.
I laugh.
Yeah. What is that? Candy?
Nah.
It's sugar on it like that.
Weed, nigga.
Like something I always think about. Something I always think about is dang, I lost my train of thought.
Okay.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Curse.
No, I'm good.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I think that like we all have some sort of crazy aspect. I think we're all kind of crazy.
For real, bro.
You know, I never get offended if someone say like, oh man, that's kind of crazy or that's weird or strange or it's like because something you say I could be thinking like the same thing. That's crazy, that's weird, that's strange. I don't condone or do that type of stuff, but it's for you. You know what I mean?